Alright, so this is my base. It's kind of laggy, especially when OBS is running. But this is the train line. And if you look to the sky, you might see something kind of cool. You know, right here, all the way down here. Now, this isn't just a train into space. This is a interplanetary train. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, that's not possible, but it is. It is. It took a lot of time. It took roughly 4.5 hours, and it took a lot of resources. But I made it. Now, I'll kind of explain to you how this works on the way there. So, basically this is the normal part of the train. And basically, when you look up to the sky, you can see planets rotating around in the skybox, right? But these planets aren't actually the physical planets that you visit in the game. They're just part of the skybox. The actual planets in the game, the physical planets that you visit, are on a static grid, all technically part of the same, like, terrain data. So, basically, if you could get far enough away from one planet, then you could get to another planet. Now, that's all interesting, but it doesn't mean anything if it can't be done. So, let me show you this. So, basically, from the planetary grid, whatever you would call it, where all of these planets are located, Calidor is located south from Sylva, and Sylva is located north from Calidor, of course. So, if you were to go up really far from south of Sylva, you would reach north of Calidor. So this is basically a rail from the south of Sylva to the north of Calidor. And now, you may be looking at this and thinking, wait a minute, these rail posts are floating in air. They're floating in space. And let me give you, like, a rundown of how I built this. So, with the terrain tool and soil and stuff like that, you can build high straight up to the build limit, like using the alignment tool and alignment blocks and stuff like that, whatever they're called. And then once you get past that, you need specifically a tall platform. Now, a tall platform, you can't normally build on it when you just place it down, but if you save and quit, it basically locks buildings in place. Oh, there's Calidor right there. When you save and quit, it locks buildings in place, and they almost become part of the terrain, but more importantly, they become something you can build on. And then, even once you build something on it, you can move it around, and you can repeat that process again. So basically, through space, you move this platform, you place another post on it, and then you keep moving the platform in the direction you want to go. And out here in space, once you get past the build limit, items just kind of float around. So you can do that indefinitely until you reach your destination, aka another planet. As you can see, this is the build limit of Calidor. Now, the benefits to doing something like this is you can fully automate the transportation of... There's tungsten and there's copper. Calidor has a lot of tungsten and copper, while Sylva has no tungsten and a little bit of copper. And copper is used for a lot of things. Tungsten is used for some important things, so automating that is pretty good. I imagine there are other more important resources on other planets. It also cuts out the need to waste resources on either hydrogen thrusters or single-use thrusters. Like, I got over here completely free after the initial investment. I would say the cons of this are that it took roughly 5 hours, and then maybe about an hour of planning and testing. So, yeah, this took around 5 hours to build. It's not the quickest way to get this done, but it works, and I think that's absolutely crazy, and I think it's really cool that you can build an interplanetary railway. I'll have to mess around with what other planets you can get to from Sylvia. Basically, did I say Sylva? Sylva is my main base, and I want all of my resources and production to be there, but when there are specific materials that only you can get on specific planets, it complicates things, because then you have to go on rocket trips, you have to plan out how much you want to take at a time, you have to make sure you don't accidentally get yourself lost in space. There's a lot of hassle. But with this, I'm hoping that I can automate transporting tungsten and copper, and it can make things a lot quicker. You'll see here, I'm coming up on my Calidor base pretty soon. My Calidor base isn't anything special. I only have basic infrastructure so I could set up this train. I haven't really done a lot on Calidor. But yeah, that was the whole trip. Just a wait. No issues, no hassle. Just a trip from Sylva to Calidor. No resources spent, no rockets, no fiddling, just a train and a very long railway. You can't even see it from here. That railway is crazy long. Anyways, yeah. Interplanetary railway. Oh, get him! Oh! Also, I know it's kind of cheating. I mean, it's literally cheating. But if you go into Cheat Engine and you speed this up, like, this whole process takes less than a minute, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Look at that space elevator. Hey, it's literally cheating. But you don't even have to touch it. You just let the train move. Wow, that is fast. Wow, that is fast. Look, we're already home. So yeah, the space elevator and time might prove itself useful. It's pretty impractical, but we'll see.